Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some football? Because guess what? I sure am. I'm Cobra, and I am joined by my colleagues Tylor and Billy from Noot City. Say hello, everyone.
Hi.
What's up?
All right. As
They're already
energetic
hitting.
as energetic as always. Although Billy, I'm pretty sure your energy was definitely exasperated today over the Tennessee Volunteers. And Tylor, you're currently enjoying a nice frosty beverage for the Yankees.
While
I'm pretty
watching,
sure.
raise your glass.
Fuck. Anywho, week six
Sorry.
is in the book. Week six is in the books. We definitely had some interesting things happen, and we need to definitely talk about that. Primarily the things that have happened before the trade deadline. We had two AFC East contenders, the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills, make very good moves, although one better
Yes.
than the other. The New York Jets trading from the Raiders, receiving Devontae Adams. Look, I think
Rip
all of
Garrett
us knew.
Williams.
To be fair, that was it, and we'll get we'll get to that in a minute. And of course, the Buffalo Bills trading for Amari Cooper in a cheaper but sweeter type of deal. Which I think this is a better move for the Buffalo Bills than the Jets getting Devontae Adams. But we'll discuss that when we get to it. And in breaking news, Alvin Shinsuke Nakamura of the New Orleans Saints is currently requesting a trade from the New Orleans Saints. That is very interesting, definitely. So we're going to discuss these trades. First off, I want to know which move was the better move. Was it Devontae Adams or Amari Cooper? I'm going to start, of course, with Tylor and Billy. I want to hear your opinion. Which one is the better move?
I personally have to agree with you on the Buffalo Bills getting Amari Cooper is the better overall deal, honestly.
Yeah.
Because, the Bills needed a receiver because you gave up Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs.
They needed a true number one. They had
Right.
a bunch of twos and threes, but none of them realistically could right now at this moment step up to a number one.
Right. But I also do like the move that the Jets made by reuniting Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. I think
To be fair,
I don't think they're.
this was a move that we knew that this was coming. Okay, because Aaron
Oh
Rodgers
yeah,
is a whiny. Aaron Rodgers is a whiny little baby. That's why he fired famous Xerxes cosplayer Robert Saleh. He wanted Nathaniel Hackett. He wanted Nathaniel Hackett in as coach, and he didn't get it. So
yeah, that's not surprising. But yes, I like it. Like I said, the Buffalo Bills getting Amari Cooper having that number one receiver, giving more confidence to Josh Allen that he actually has a receiver that he can hit for like
yeah,
for yards, for deep yards.
a true legit number one. And I think Keon Coleman said it properly. It's like someone who has money coming in to help you pay the bills. That's the best way.
Exactly.
Yes,
That's
it's someone
honestly
to help.
the best way to do it.
Yep, that was the best analogy, and that was it was funny, but it was a very professional
Very
type
accurate.
answer by Keon Coleman. The more and more Keon fucking speaks, the more and more I love the guy. Billy, is there anything you want to add? Yes. Anything you want to add?
I feel like the Bills have like the better deal because it's just basically like, it's basically it was a third round pick, right?
It was a third.
Yeah.
It was a third and a fifth. It was a
third and a fifth
for Amari. Yeah, third and a fifth for a third and a seventh next year.
Yeah, that's actually wild.
That is actually a
Amari
sweet
Cooper's
deal.
worth more, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like
go ahead.
Day 2 and day 3 picks are technically magic beans.
yeah, I feel like
and Buffalo can technically that late that late round that late third round pick that is technically throwaway because they have the second round pick from the Texans this year. So
that's right, they do.
So
yeah.
this was technically house money technically. But go ahead, Billy.
As for the Adams trade, we knew this was going to happen no matter what.
Yeah. And so now I want to get to another future trade. Alvin Kamara is requesting a trade out of the Saints, signaling a rebuild in the Saints. Guys, I want to know, where do you think Alvin Kamara is going to land, and where would be a good fit for him? Tyler, starting with you.
Oh, Devontae Adams?
No,
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara.
So where I think he needs to go is an NFC team or like NFC East team or an NFC North team, honestly.
So you're basically going Homer. You're saying he should be on the Giants, right?
We need a running back. I mean, Singletary is good, but we need a running back.
I hate to say it, but I think another NFC East team needs a running back as well, and I'll get to them in a minute. Billy, your opinion. Where does Alvin Kamara land?
This actually might be the most inning. I feel like it's not going to be an NFC or a team in the NFC East.
Okay.
I feel like it's going to be the Rams.
Okay, all right, that's actually interesting. A very interesting move. I do like that. Either the Rams or even the 49ers maybe, because they don't have Christian McCaffrey. That could be interesting.
Well, here's the thing, like the 49ers.
Oh, Tyler, let Billy speak. Go ahead,
Well,
Billy.
the 49ers basically like, hey, who wants to be running back? It's like next man up.
Yeah, true. And Jayme has entered the chat. Welcome, Jayme.
Hey, Jayme.
So Jayme, we're talking about Alvin Kamara, who is unhappy with the Saints and is probably going to is definitely requesting a trade. So Jayme, you hear me? Jayme?
Yes. Jayme?
Dang it. I had to mute myself.
There you go. Darn it. Okay. So we're talking about Alvin Kamara, and he's requesting a trade from the Saints. Where do you think he'll end up if he gets traded?
If he gets traded, I could see, depending, because we don't know what this Christian McCaffrey thing is going to do. I could see San Francisco getting Kamara on a 1-year deal.
Just saying that, wasn't I? I just said that.
Yep.
I just said
no
that.
No fucking shot.
And if not San Francisco, then unfortunately it will probably be Kansas City, because that seems like a Kansas City type thing to do.
It sounds like it, unfortunately. Although they have the refs too, so the refs might get jealous. Although, in my opinion, I think the other landing spot for Alvin Kamara will be Dallas. Sorry. I don't know where that extra S came in.
They don't have money to spend on him.
Okay. They just spend it on Dak. Gotcha.
Well, here's the thing.
Dak and CeeDee Lamb.
Jamie, Billy, you have the floor.
Remember, when Kansas City did that crap, it was for Le'Veon Bell. What happened there? They lost the Super Bowl. I feel like that could also happen as well, even with the referees on their side.
Right.
But to contradict that, Le'Veon Bell was also out of football for a long time. Alvin Kamara has been playing every single game.
No, I was referring to the 2020 season.
Yeah, well, I think that's what Jayme was also saying as well. All right. Okay. That is it for our roundtable, brought to you by Fanatics. With the World Series coming up, it is your last chance to get baseball apparel to support your favorite team on the road to the World Series. The Guardians, the Yankees, the Mets, and Dodgers are all in contention for the World Series, even though secretly we know Manfred is ringing it Yankees-Dodgers. So, if you want to get caught up on your fandom for baseball apparel, use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts. But if baseball isn't your thing, remember Fanatics has the other leagues: the NFL, NBA, NHL, WWE, college, NASCAR, wherever you support fandom. Go to fanatics.com with our affiliate in the bio and show the channel some love. Fanatics. All right. So, Jayme, you kind of missed a little bit of a thing here, but we are I'm going to spin a wheel for a bonus point in our jersey lottery. Wheel is spinning, and it lands on Tylor. Congratulations, you get a bonus point. Nice. All right, Tylor gets a bonus point from the round table. Tylor gets a bonus point. All right. So, now let's break down week 6. The Bears beat the Jaguars 35-16. The Buccaneers decimated Spencer Rattler and the Saints 51-27. The Green Bay Packers basically proved they were a juggernaut against Kyler Murray 34-13. You see what I did there? Defended their territory against famous women respecter Deshaun P. Diddy Combs Watson, and Nick Sirianni still needs to be fired. The Ravens outclassed the Washington Commanders 30-23. The Texans steamrolled on a weak Drake May Patriots 41-21. The Colts barely squeaked by the Titans 20-17. The Chargers defeated the Broncos 23-16. And the Steelers beat on them Raiders 32-13. It's almost like the 70s and the steel curtain defense. Yay, yay. We got a white fumble. We got a white boy fumble on this one. Thank you, Yinzer. We're going to see more of him. I know it. Yay! No. Yinzers.
We're
Lions.
We're sending them. Go ahead.
The Lions steamrolled the Cowboys 47-9. The Falcons proved that the Panthers are still the worst team in the league 38-20. The Bengals beat on the sentient derp New York Giants 17-7. The Buffalo Bills barely squeaked by the New York Jets 23-20. Further proof that no matter how often the refs tried to screw us over, the Bills still had it, because there definitely was some ref bias in this game. And also, this is what fueled our roundtable discussion, because both the Bills and the Jets ended up getting receivers in an early draft, in an early trade move. And then Thursday night, for start of week 7, the Denver Broncos trampled, gotta use a horse pun, trampled on the Denver Broncos 33-10. And if Joey Overstreet is listening, 12-5 is still alive. That is it for our week 6 breakdown.
You said Denver Broncos twice.
Yes, I know, because Denver played also in week 6 and the Thursday night game. It's a breakdown. It's a recap. Anything you guys want to add about the games? The floor is yours. One at a time. Tyler, Billy, Jayme, anything you guys want to add?
No. The fact that you said Denver beat on Denver Thursday night.
It beat on Spencer Rattler. New Orleans trampled them.
Oh.
I got nothing.
All right. Okay, so it looks like we got nothing. All right. Sounds like
sorry.
y'all could use it.
I was
Go
getting ready to
Go
say
ahead, Jayme.
something, but
Go ahead.
you kept
Go
jumping
ahead.
in.
Go-
I absolutely
go
love
ahead.
seeing the Dallas fans just in complete misery right now. They come in each year and they annoy the fire out of me with their Super Bowl hopes, even though they haven't been since I've been alive. And it's one of those things like usually I wait till December to start poking fun of them, but it's just too good. It's just too good.
Well, I'll also say
They almost lost for Giants.
I will say this as well, Jayme. This is what happens when they don't fire Mike McCarthy last year. The fans were calling for them to fire Mike McCarthy, and Jerry Jones didn't. And now it's blowing up in his face spectacularly, like an ass in front of his face. Well, that's why they call it Dallas. Ayo. But guys, it definitely sounds like you need. It definitely sounds like you need some energy. Well, you know what energy we use? We use W Energy. W Energy is our first ever sponsor, if y'all didn't know. They're also a cleaner type of energy with great flavors, a starter sampler pack, and your taste buds love it too. But use our affiliate link in our description wherever you get your podcasts, and see why W Energy is better than those other guys. Better than G Fuel. Better than Gamer Subs. Give them a shot, give them a try, and I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy that jitterless feeling more often than you think. That is W Energy. Again, the link is in our bio wherever you get your podcasts. And we are going once again on the big wheel to spin for a bonus point. And the winner of the next bonus point goes to Jayme. Congratulations, that is your 5th point.
Yay!
All right. So, Jayme, since you were not in the pregame, for our bold predictions, brought to you by Fubo TV, and the ad read will be after the Monday Night Football game. Since it is the trade deadline this week, I have decided to introduce a brand new mode for every single person here. Introducing the invasion point. Every single one of us has an invasion point. So if we have a differing opinion on the bold prediction on our games, we can jump in only once because it's a one-time use. We can jump in and try to steal that point. So if, let's say, you went for Jacksonville and New England, and someone went to go vote for go New England, someone goes, "Oh, wait a minute, I'm going to step in and say I'm going Jacksonville in this one." That is your invasion point. So again, it's your opportunity to steal a point and try to swing the bold prediction into your favor. Once again, you only have one of these, so use it wisely. And speaking of wisely, we here at the Social Sports Pad Network, The Hard Count, Dirt and Turf Podcast, Clap Down, and Biscuits and Penalties want to remind everyone who is listening that we are not experts. We're kind of idiots. We're just fans of sports. But if you do decide to use our picks, please gamble responsibly because we're not responsible for your decisions. Once again, gamble responsibly, everyone. All right. So, everyone knows the rules. Everyone gets an individual pick up until Monday night when we all pick our winner of Monday Night Football. And we're going to start with Tyler, Billy, Jayme, and myself. That is how the order goes. And Tylor, we are, of course, starting in jolly old England, in London, with Jacksonville and New England. And Kevin just hopped in. So, Kevin, you're going to be after Jayme.
Okay.
We're on the bold predictions. All right. So, and by the way, you missed it. You do get an invasion point. So if you have a differing opinion than any single one of us, you get to jump in and try to steal that point.
Okay.
All right. And it's only once. So,
What's the spread on this game?
6 points. Jacksonville, New England.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's favored.
6
Okay,
points for
Tyler's-
Jacksonville.
Tyler's
I'm right
going
here.
Jacksonville.
So... No, I'm actually
Tyler's
going to England on this one.
Are you going New England?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going New
All
England
right.
because Jacksonville's ass, and I don't see Jackson. Even though they're still in London, I don't think they're gonna. It's time to bench Trevor and get rid of Doug Peterson. Sorry, Jacksonville fans.
Right. Okay. All right. So, Jayme, or Billy, sorry. Atlanta at Seattle. Atlanta is favored by 3.
I gotta check. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, boys. I just feel lightheaded.
All right. You'll be okay.
Understandable.
Understandable, but you'll be okay.
Yeah, I have to go with Atlanta for this one.
You're going to Atlanta?
Yeah, because like Seattle has been struggling lately.
So Atlanta covering the spread, right?
Yep.
That's spread straight. Okay. All right, Jayme. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Buffalo versus Tennessee. Buffalo is favored by 8.5 points.
I am taking Buffalo all day long. It is going to be a spanking. That combination with your quarterback and Amari Cooper is going to be devastating, and Khalil Shakir is also going to break out because he's no longer seeing the number 1 corner.
All right.
Objection.
All right. Billy's invading. Billy is
Oh
invading.
no.
All right.
I'm looking at ESPN right now. Here's defensive leaders. Guess who's number 1 for yards per game in defensive leading with
And
200
passing yards per game, yeah.
No, 200 yards allowed. With
All right.
248.8 yards per game. Guess who's the leader of the defensive leader?
Tennessee.
Exactly. I feel like it's going to be more or less a defensive slugfest. Although I do agree that Buffalo's going to win, I feel like Tennessee is going to beat the spread.
Gotcha. All right. So Billy's invasion point is locked in for Buffalo to not cover the spread. Gotcha. All right. Kevin.
Yep.
You have the Battle of Ohio. Cleveland versus Cincinnati, and Cincinnati is favored by 5.5 points.
They're covering that spread unless Deshaun Watson gets injured. Cleveland's not going to win against anybody that has a defense. Anybody that has actual defense.
I object to that. And I object to that because I say that this is going to be closer than we think, unfortunately. So, I am going with an upset here. I'm going to say that Cleveland wins out on this one.
We're definitely going to need the objection from Ace Attorney for that one, for this podcast.
Agreed.
All right.
Agreed.
That's why I haven't objected yet, because I'm waiting for the right moment.
Yeah,
Good,
because
good.
for the invasion point.
Yes. Yep. All right. So So Billy and I have used our invasion points. All right, and for the game that I'm getting, which is going to be Green Bay versus Houston, Green Bay is favored by 3, and I'm picking Houston.
Mm.
I'm picking Houston because it's Green Bay is still I still say Houston's a better team than Green Bay right now, so that's where I'm going with on this. Okay.
Can I put an objection there?
Yeah. All right, Kevin.
Houston has not won in Lambeau, Houston as a franchise has not won in Lambeau, and the last time they went into a NFC North opponent's place, they got swapped. They got mollywopped by
Vikings.
Sam Darnold.
All right, so he is going with Green Bay
That's
covering the
respectable.
spread.
Green Bay,
All right.
yeah, Green Bay
You
covering.
beat me. You beat me to it, Kev.
Not gonna lie, I love this. And Billy, you already used your point, so you couldn't object. But Kevin,
I was gonna counter eject.
Yeah, but again, when you use it, you use it. So, all right. But again, I'm loving this, guys. I'm loving this. Tyler, another easy one.
Oh, boy.
Indianapolis against Miami. Indianapolis favored by 3.
Oh, Indianapolis is going to wipe the table with Miami.
All right.
That's an easy win.
All right.
They're going to easily kill the spread. Miami's ass.
All right, Billy. This one might be a little tough. This one is Minnesota hold it at home against Detroit. Minnesota is favored by 1.5 points.
I feel like the Lions are going to give Minnesota their first loss.
I object.
Right.
I object. Minnesota's not.
Finally, yes. Minnesota.
I object. Minnesota's going to kick Sam Darnold is undefeated at U.S. Bank Stadium. I don't think the Lions are winning.
All right, guys. Yes. There we go. All right. This is fun. Jayme. The sentient derp against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are favored by 3.5.
At least I don't have to do this game. That's all I care about.
Jayme,
are you live?
Jack by Mute Monster. You've got Philly. You got Philly at the Giants.
I'm taking Giants because Philly just doesn't look good right now.
Oh wow, that is bold. The Giants over.
Damn it! I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't use my fucking.
Too bad. You only get one. You only get one.
Bad.
Exactly, that's the rule. And Jayme just left. So all right. But probably a network issue. So
probably
now,
because he has like people.
Yes. Kevin.
Yes.
The Los Angeles Rams against the Las Vegas Raiders. The Rams are favored by 7.
Oh. I gotta take the Rams just for the fact. Although I don't think the Rams are gonna cover the spread. I think this is gonna be close.
Okay. All right. And now I have the Washington Commanders against the Carolina Panthers. And Washington is favored by 9.5 points. And you know what? I am definitely picking Washington. But I'm saying they don't cover the spread. Their secondary is still porous. Their offensive line definitely causes a lot more penalties than they should. And sometimes, and a lot of the times, they have stumbled out of the gate in the red zone. So I gotta go Washington, but not covering the spread. Okay, Tyler.
Yes.
You got the San Francisco 49ers against the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Niners are favored by 2.
Wait, San Francisco, the 49ers, and Kansas City. I actually think I'm going to have to go Kansas City, honestly, on that one. As much as I hate them, I don't think Kansas City, the refs are gonna help them. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. All right. Billy, you have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the New York Jets, and the Jets are favored by 2 on this one. And the odds makers are wrong, because Steelers got Super Bowl!
The bullshit is real no matter what.
The bullshit is real. Wave them towels. Steelers got Super Bowl. Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. Yes. So Pittsburgh. Kevin.
Yes.
Tampa Bay against Baltimore. Baltimore is favored by 3.5.
I'd say I'm gonna go with. I gotta go with Derrick Henry, man. Gotta go with Henry and Lamar to at least. Yeah, I think they're gonna cover the spread.
All right. Okay.
What was the game?
All right. It was Tampa Bay and Baltimore. Kevin made his. Jayme. Go. Jayme.
Yes. What was the taking? What was the spread?
Now your game is Arizona against the Chargers. Chargers favored by 1.5.
Well, what did he say? Because I might steal it because I haven't used mine yet.
It was, he had Baltimore by 3.5.
I'm picking Tampa Bay.
It's Tampa.
All right.
Because Tampa Bay has the number 1 scoring offense in the entire NFL next to the Commanders.
Jayme is
and they have a better defense.
All right.
Jayme's going Tampa Bay. All right. Okay. And so now, Jayme, you have Arizona and the Chargers. Chargers favored by 1.5. All right.
Chargers.
He's going Chargers. All right. And now, everyone, we have Monday Night Football. The Saints against the Broncos. Tyler, everyone.
You mean Thursday night?
No,
you mean Thursday night?
That was Thursday. It already happened. We already know Denver won.
Oh,
yeah.
Shoot. Yeah. Oh, oops, sorry. So
Dumbass.
that is, yeah.
Right.
So yeah, shit.
Ravens.
So shit, that guy just screwed us up. Yeah. So
Vikings Rams is this upcoming
Thursday. All right. So let's use that as our mass bowl prediction. Vikings Rams. Okay. Guys, who we got?
What's the spread?
All right. Week 8. I gotta look it up. Week 8 odds.
I have it. I got it right here, actually.
Are you down? What is it?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. The Vikings are favored by 4.5.
Okay. All right. So, who you got? Who you guys got?
I got Minnesota.
Minnesota. All right.
Minnesota.
Billy.
I'm going with Minnesota on this one, but the Rams beat the spread.
All right. Jayme. Rams.
I don't know
Minnesota.
about that one, Billy. You might be on crack for that one.
Sorry, I missed it. What was the game and what was the spread?
Rams at Vikings. Vikings favored by 4. We're covering the Thursday night because I screwed up.
Okay. I'll take the Rams to cover the spread.
Okay, so he's picking the Rams. All right. Kevin.
I am also picking the Rams to upset the Vikings.
They're 1-4.
So
hey, you never know.
I think at that point, I think Cooper Kupp and Puka. Well, I don't know about Puka Nakua, but I think Cooper Kupp gets healthier at the time, and will actually be a
And you know what?
Be ready.
You know what, Kevin? I'm going to let that
Yeah.
ride. I'm going to let it ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna.
And because I ended up being the odd man out this time, I am giving myself a 2 times multiplier. But before we get to our ad read,
I'd be odd that out. I said Minnesota.
No, I'm talking about for like the picks. All right.
Ow.
So,
Ow.
but here's the thing. Here is our all right, here is our bonus point for the bold predictions, and the person earning the bonus point is Kevin. Congratulations.
Really?
You get a bonus point. Yep. The wheel never lies.
Ah.
Yep. All random. And by the way, we would like to remind people that our bold predictions was brought to you by Fubo TV. Live sports and TV without cable for $0. We start free trial, no commitment. You can cancel anytime. You have 440. You got 440 plus channels in your area. You can stream live sports, TV, movies, all on one streaming platform. That is Fubo TV. Use our affiliate link wherever you get your podcasts. Show channel some love by clicking the link, and then you subscribe to Fubo TV. To watch your favorite shows and sports. All right. That is unfortunately it for the hard count. Of course, I would definitely want to give a special shout out to our affiliates, and that would be, of course, Bulletproof Coffee, Dr. Squatch, Sleeves, Duke Cannon Supply Company, Century PC, Smackin' Sunflower Seeds, Annex, W Energy, and Fubo TV. Want to also give a special shout out to Ricky, who is recovering and is actually almost home. He will be home next week, so that's always a good thing to hear. And of course, I definitely want to give a thank you to Billy and Kevin, members of Noot City. Thank you for joining us once again. Social Sports Pad Network. I love collaborating with you. Thank you once again. And on behalf of Tylor, Jayme, Kevin, and Billy, I'm Cobra. And we'll see you on the field.
Cobra!